So Michael Rapaport's here, and I want to ask him all kinds of podcasting questions. But first, just in true thick skin form, I want to give a shout out to a lady who defies all odds. I mean, she is the Queen of England. She's 93 years young this week.
Jesus.
Is that it, Ed? 93?
93, man.
Hopefully she won't Brexit herself from this earth anytime soon.
93, man.
Do you know anybody who's 93?
No, I don't.
She's so old she got deflowered on the Mayflower. When she became
She's fucking old, man.
the
God
oldest.
damn.
She's so old that when she became queen, Great Britain was just called Good Britain. She made it great again. Her biggest regret as queen was letting America gain its independence.
She's been doing it for a long time. She's a vet.
She's a vet. So shout out to Queen Elizabeth, 93 years old.
Damn.
All our friends and listeners are emotional support humans over in the UK. Shout out to you guys. Hey everybody, welcome to Thick Skin with Jeff Ross. Life is hard, but don't worry, we're getting through it together. I just wanted to have fun today, so I hope you're all along for a fun ride, my emotional support humans. That's what we call our listeners now. Right, Ed?
Absolutely, man.
Great to see
buddy.
you. Yeah.
Congrats on the bumping mic starting to sell out.
That's
man.
great, man. I
No,
know.
it's
We got
going
good
well.
news today.
Good news
Borgata
today.
sold out. Back on tour with Dave Attell.
All new shit, man. It's going to be great.
I got like a couple of good new jokes. Attell's on fire right now. I got a couple good ones, but yeah, we're going all over the place. Come see us. Sands Bethlehem, Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, you're going to do a Memorial Day weekend, Bethlehem and Atlantic City, and then 2 days in Vegas, June 7th and 8th.
In
And then
Vegas at the Mirage.
the Mirage. Yeah, it's going to be
Yeah,
cool,
I hope my
man.
paycheck isn't a Mirage. Ew.
You bomb there, they feed you to the Tigers.
That's right.
June 14th, you're going to be in the Morongo Casino up by Palm Springs. And then June 15th, you'll be in Funner, California at the Harrah's Resort SoCal. I can't believe there's a town called Funner.
That's where I should be. Because it can't get any funner when Jeff and Dave come do their bumping mic shows.
Well, maybe next year you'll be at Funniest.
Oh, thanks, Ed. That's really nice.
October 4th and 5th, you're going to be in Huntington, New York.
All
at the
right,
Paramount.
enough with this.
And Canada.
Canada.
Did you go to October?
Yeah.
Yeah, I jumped to October.
All right.
We're going to sell this
We like to get ahead of ourselves.
I hear you.
Yeah. Not only do we have a super funny guy, but we have an expert podcaster gracing the bunker this time, and an acclaimed actor. He was shooting all day on his Netflix show called Atypical. And I just love this guy. He's a guy I kind of knew, I feel like, for many, many, many years.
Yeah.
I'd run into Michael Rapaport in the Village in my neighborhood. Saw you once at a BLM rally.
Mm-hmm.
That was exciting. We were the only two white guys at the Black Lives rally.
Mm-hmm.
And I
They
was
did a number on Quentin Tarantino for being there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
I remember that. That almost got my my police roast shut down.
I remember.
Yeah.
Seems like a long time ago, just historically speaking.
No, well, luckily the show is still topical because people are still getting killed by cops.
Yes. Yes.
Not all cops are bad, just some of them.
Not all comedians are bad.
Just most of them.
Right. So cops are doing better than comedians.
Were you born in a Beastie Boys video?
No. I wish. I
Like
wish.
you came out of someone's vagina?
I wish I was.
Yeah.
No, but I was born in Manhattan. And in that era, I was definitely in love with hip hop at that time. I mean, I still love it immensely, but that was my Manhattan shit, my Brooklyn shit.
Right. That's where you're from, New York. Mm-hmm. I love how New York you are because some things New York don't translate in L.A., like bagels and 50 Cent.
Yeah.
You were once dubbed king of the dumb, and I don't believe this, but I'm just going to say it. because this is something that I read when I was thinking about you today. You were once dubbed king of the dumb white guys, and I got to say that's a real powerful army to be in charge of.
Yeah, it's a real fucking bunch of winners. I was offended by that when I got that.
It's a role. It's an acting.
Yeah,
choice.
but I thought that people were in on the joke at the time. Like I was like, oh, you're not in on the joke.
Yeah.
Well, some people don't know. Like the bad guy from Ghostbusters says he still gets yelled at bars because he was mean to Bill Murray.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You know,
I'm sure. Yeah, but I mean, I remember when I heard that, I was like, "The fuck you talking about?" You know what I mean? But whatever.
Mighty Aphrodite is a classic dumb
And that's
guy
a
character.
dumb motherfucker.
And
That's a dumb character.
and I, you know, you played it great. Which means you're
Thank
a
you.
smart guy.
Thank
Only
you.
a smart guy could play that role.
Thank you.
Every time I see you in a movie, I'm worried you're going to get kicked out of the movie for talking too much. Michael's been doing stand-up. I've been seeing him pop up at the Improv and the Comedy Store. And his podcast, the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, is huge right now. It's got to be fueling a huge touring business sometime soon for Michael Rapaport, the comedian. The podcaster will feed the comedian. So we're going to talk to Michael about all that stuff. I'm going to ask him for some podcast advice later. And he said he would come do touchy subjects with us this time. So
Yeah, I want to see how touchy they're gonna be.
they're going to be pretty touchy.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Not like, you know, like creepy uncle touchy.
No, I got you. I
but
got
like,
you.
You know, stuff that kind of makes the hair on the back of your
All
neck
right.
stick
All right.
out.
I trust it's gonna be touchy.
Yeah, it's not punk rock like your show.
No. But it's gonna be touchy because you know you know how to do it.
We don't hold back,
No.
me and Ed here. And,
No.
you know, it's what we do. Ed,
Touchy subjects.
touchy subjects.
Touchy subjects.
What's our first one, Ed?
A big congratulations goes out to, excuse my pronunciation, Volodymyr Zelensky for becoming the president of the Ukraine. He was a comedian, and he won by a landslide.
This is such an incredible story.
73% of the vote he won, and he's now
Wow.
the president of the Ukraine, neighboring with Putin.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Putin congratulated him by saying, "You'll be funnier when you're dead." Putin does not like this guy.
Is he liberal?
He's a Jewish comedian, anti-corruption. He plays the president on a popular TV show, which I believe is on a Netflix here. He plays a guy who accidentally becomes president by...
This is a real story?
This
Yeah.
is real. Yeah, this just happened.
This happened last night.
Wow. That's fucking crazy.
He won 70%. He won a landslide.
73%. No one wins 73%.
People say that this oligarch that now lives in Israel that got kicked out of the Ukraine backed him, and his TV show airs on the oligarch's TV network or whatever. But
Ukraine's had some crazy shit go down. They need someone to come in there and help out. Yeah. They've had a lot of civil war and just, you know, who came and messed things up over there was that just went to jail. Our guy, Trump's guy. Why can't I remember his name right
Cohen?
now? No, the other one.
Flynn?
McConnell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but he was down there and he put the old president in there and then sent the woman president to jail. Sound familiar?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's crazy.
Jesus Christ.
you talk about Paul Manafort.
Paul Manafort.
Paulie
That's
Manafort.
what I'm talking about.
No, all that, yeah. Well, all right. America can have a comedian as a president, so can the Ukraine. His platform was whoopee cushions for everybody. This is inspiring. I always root for comedians to become political figures because we are the ones that have to make light of how shitty the world is. So, shout out to, what's his name? Vladimir Zelensky.
Yeah. Voldemir.
I don't know there were comedians in the Ukraine. How many jokes about fucking cabbage can you make?
What about that comedian, the British comedian that died on stage?
Yeah, isn't that nuts?
We talked about him last week.
Ian Cognito.
Fuck that.
That's how I want to go, man.
Jesus Christ.
That'd be a lot more glamorous than dying at home on your couch doing your podcast.
That's
wouldn't it?
alone with no guests.
We'll be right back
Yeah.
after this lifetime.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Jesus Christ.
We'll be right back, and I'll be a orange. I'll come back as a cat.
Yeah, stay with me, guys.
All right.
All right.
Next touchy subject, Ed.
Nicolas
This
Cage.
is fun, Michael. This is so much fun
Oh
having you
shit!
here.
Come on,
Yeah.
man. I appreciate it.
And when this is over, will you just give me a little bit of podcasting advice? 'Cause
Yes.
I
whatever you-
find this so cathartic and so
Yes.
much fun.
Yes.
All right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage got married. Did you hear about this?
Yes.
He got married and divorced in 4 days to a woman named Erica Koik, who's now his ex-wife, and she is now filing for spousal support.
He should give her a fucking $5 gift certificate to Starbucks and a bus pass. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here with that
Married for
bullshit.
4 days.
4 days.
What does she think she's going to get out of him? A couple of dragon statues and an unopened box of Con Air DVDs?
Yeah. A sword or some crazy shit from one of his castles.
Well,
One of his hair pieces.
this is so out of character for Nicolas Cage because usually he's a great decision maker. Well.
He said he reacted on impulse and without ability to recognize or understand the full impact of his actions.
He's done this before, though.
Yeah, no, he's a maniac.
How many times has he been married? Like
This is his 4th marriage.
and there have been short
One for each day.
What a freak! You know him
This
and
is
fuck Johnny Depp and these guys. Have had 350 million, and then I have no sympathy for that. When you have that much money, you fuck it all away.
Yeah.
You know you got to be real dumb.
Oscar winner, like
Island buyer.
some of the 10 of the 100 biggest movies of all time.
You know, yeah, we're not talking. I mean, this is big time shit.
Yeah.
And you like, oh, he didn't pay his whatever the fuck it is. And then you get married and you get this girl she needs to get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Yeah, how do you get married after 4 days? Like, what is the conversation even like?
No, they were married for 4 days.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
They got married on a whim, I think.
Yeah, of course. They were married. They probably knew each other 7 days.
Yeah. In Vegas.
How does it go that wrong in 4 days, though?
He's also made movies about this. You know,
What do you Oh, yeah.
like Honeymoon in Vegas.
Right.
Yeah.
It is so weird.
The alcohol movie in Vegas.
Oh,
Leaving Las Vegas.
Leaving Las Vegas.
All right. Well, shout out to Nicolas Cage.
Shout out to Nicolas Cage.
I hope he finds love.
He's a dope actor, too.
One of the best. What's next, Ed?
Professional fossil hunter Alan Dietrich is selling a baby T-Rex skeleton on eBay for $2.95 million.
Wow.
It was in a
T-Rex.
Yeah, baby T-Rex. It was in a natural history museum in Kansas and appears to be in La Jolla, California right now. Most likely the only baby T-Rex skeleton in the world. Other archaeologists claim that it's unethical to sell any fossils like this, but technically the fossil is his, so he can do whatever he wants with
He's
it.
going to sell it for almost $3 million.
Currently,
problem with
there's
it.
no bids on eBay. It's I tried to place a $300 bid. I was just to see what would happen. They wouldn't accept it.
Yeah, you need to come in with 2.5 or
Yeah,
more.
yeah, something like that.
How much for just the penis, you think? I would love a T-Rex penis.
Yeah, just that.
Wow. I never knew I wanted this until I knew it was an option.
Here's a picture of it.
I have no praise. Should be able to sell it. What are you going to do? Keep it?
Yeah, well, people think it belongs in a museum.
Fine. You could buy it and put it in a museum.
Yeah.
Deacon Jones says it belongs on a necklace.
Deacon Jones.
All right. Wow. I hope somebody buys it and puts it in a museum so everybody can see it. I do love going to that. Have you been to the LA Science Museum? There's a great
Yes.
dog exhibit. Woof,
Yes.
woof, woof.
I took a few years off from museums because when my kids were little, that was like fucking LA Science Museum.
That's a lot.
Aquarium.
You're bicoastal, huh?
I'm a lot out here, but more here than New York, but bicoastal, yeah.
You're like me. You keep a place in New York and you
Yeah.
go back and forth.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's good. It's good. Especially with the weather and shit, or when you go to New York.
You have certain things you always go back for to New York.
I mean, food wise, you talking
Just
about?
anything. Like you're like every year I got to be there at the Halloween
No.
parade or what? Like
no,
one.
No, I wish I did. No, I don't have anything like that. But I have my shit when I get there. Like when I want to stuff I want to do. It's just the biggest thing that I miss is walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if we were doing this podcast in New York,
Yeah.
we could be like, all right, we're done. Where are you going? I'm going to 33rd. Oh, I'm going to 47th.
Yeah.
I'll walk up with you.
Right.
Not here. You're like bye. You get your.
Yeah.
That's the
I know.
biggest
Here it
thing.
sucks. We have to go in the hot tub.
Yeah.
What's next, Ed?
Starbucks is starting to install needle disposal boxes in the restrooms. Certain locations across America after worker concerns and penalties from OSHA. They're putting heroin
This
needle.
is that snowflake bullshit.
Yeah.
And I be clear, I'm full. This is that shit where they say snowflakes.
Yeah.
Get your fucking go to the park like everyone else. You know, fucking come to it. I like Starbucks. I go every day for a Starbucks. I don't want to go in there and in a bathroom and feel like, you know, God only knows what could happen to me. I could get jumped.
Right.
Or who the fuck was in here.
Right.
Somebody's in here shitting, shaving, taking a nap.
Shooting up.
And the workers shouldn't have to clean up after just Joe Schmo anybody. Because those kids that work in Starbucks, they have to clean up after these fucks.
Right.
Yeah.
This is a coffee house. Howard Schultz, you want to then start a whole franchise of places where anyone could go. Just do that.
Do another thing,
It's
right?
not fair.
Right.
Start another business. You want people to shoot up in homeless shelters?
Right.
I have no problem with the homeless, but it's like this shouldn't be a place where just anyone can go in. Like that.
You can't invite it.
He's inviting it. Now you could do shoot up in there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dispose your. Well, they're going to do it anyway. That's kind of the problem.
Nah, no. You're not buying anything. Listen, I have ulcerative colitis, so when I have to go to the bathroom, I go to the bathroom. I go in there. Now listen. Fortunately, I could afford this, but I say, can I have a Coke? I need to use the bathroom because I know they're going to make you pay. Yeah. I have no problem with it. Now, if I can't find a bathroom, I'll go on a corner like everybody else, every other homeless person. But when you go, there's just like no shirt, no shoes, no service. You don't want to buy anything, no service. This is the right of an establishment.
Yeah.
You can't go into a library without a library card.
But they're scared from what happened a couple months ago.
But can you go into a library and take a book out without a library card? No. But so if you can't go in the library without a library card, you can't go in the library just to take a shit or to shoot heroin. But you could go in Starbucks and do it. Get the fuck out of here with this bullshit, man.
They should start. I like your idea. They should start their own separate.
He's so rich.
A coffee place for heroin addicts, caffeines.
Howard Schultz, you can do this. This is nothing.
This is what he should do instead of running for president.
Yeah, because he's gonna lose too.
Oh, it's so bad. Anyway, for now on, I'm doing all my heroin at Dunkin' Donuts.
That's it.
What's next, Ed?
Some woman. Oh, this is horrible.
Oh, I know what you're gonna say. This is a very upsetting.
Some woman got caught dumping a bag of puppies into a trash bin outside of Coachella.
She's an animal.
There were 7 of them. They were terrier mixed puppies, and she got caught in the camera. And authorities said they're currently looking for her.
She's an animal. She should, when they find her, they should dump her in the same dumpster.
Yeah.
I saw it. They should put her in there for 7 days for each puppy.
Yeah.
Well, in the woman's defense, she is also trash.
She might like it. I mean,
Wow.
just take it to drop it off at a veterinarian's or something like that.
So if you didn't see the video, she just basically threw a bag of puppies.
She's got a nice car too. That's the fucked up
a
part.
Jeep. She looks like cute.
Yeah, it's like a $50,000 car. Something
She's
like
going
that.
to Coachella, and she just like, oh, I forgot to throw out my puppies. Throws
Damn
out-
it.
I wish she brought them over here. We could have fed them to the hawk out on the
At least get some use out of them.
fucking crazy, man. All right,
They haven't caught her yet, right?
No, they haven't caught her as of now. But yeah, no, they'll find her though. They got her. They got it all on camera.
Yeah.
I'd say there's a special place in hell for this woman, but she already lives in Riverside, California. Special place in hell would actually be an upgrade. All right, let's do one more.
All right. One more. What do you think?
What happened to that dog?
The other one, the happier story. A
Yeah,
dog.
let's do a happy story.
Okay.
As a little redemption for that one. A dog was rescued 135 miles out to sea. It swam out onto an oil rig, and the people working out in the oil rig picked it up, pulled it out of the water, and they named it Boon Rod. It was in Thailand.
That really happened.
Yeah, Boon Rod, which translates to survivor. It was sent back to land on an oil tanker, and it's at a local vet and appears to be in good spirits.
Oh, wow.
I'm surprised they didn't eat it.
That's probably what it was running from.
It's probably their dog. They're just not saying it.
He escaped.
Yeah. We were looking for him for
this
135 miles.
That's funny.
It's people like this that should be thrown in jail. Wow. Yeah. Are you a pet? You're a dog guy.
I got my dog. Yeah, I love dogs. I don't like cats, but I would never throw one in the ocean.
You have a cute dog. I've seen your dog.
Wheezy. He's
Wheezy?
a rescue.
Oh, okay.
He's good.
That's really sweet.
I love him. He thinks he's like my child. Literally. Thinks he's my child.
I really do just struggle with how much the dog understands. I want so bad to think that the dogs understand us.
They understand a lot. They read your emotions. I fainted.
Yeah.
My dog my dog's fucking dumb as shit. Can't fetch, can't do any tricks. But I fainted in my house. My dog was like, on me.
Really? Woke you up?
Yeah, it was yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Dog, this dog here.
Yeah.
My dog, rescue dogs. Those dogs, they know what's up.
This is Luna. She doesn't know shit.
No, they know everything. They know your tone. They can feel you. They know, they hear your whole thing. My dog knows all my fucking secrets. Knows when I jerk off, everything.
Really?
He's sitting there looking at me.
Sometimes when we're making love, the dog will start licking my feet.
It's
I don't know if she gets jealous or...
the smell freaks her out.
Oh, it freaks me out too. All right, good girl, Luna. All right, well, shout out to that dog and all dogs because they make me so happy.
You know what I'm into now? Because I love monkeys.
Yeah.
But I saw this terrible...
Big monkey fan.
I'm a big monkey fan, but I saw this BBC documentary, and I actually realized that I saw this before, and I buried it away because it disturbed me so much. And I saw it again this weekend because at first I was like, I'm seeing this for the first time, but then after it settled in with me, where these gorillas in the jungle, real gorillas, they have a fight with other gorillas, and then they killed the gorilla. Yeah. And then ate the motherfucker.
Yeah, they go to war. They have actual tribes and wars over territory.
But why you got to eat a motherfucker?
It's to scare the fuck out of the other ones. And it's usually a baby that they eat.
Yo, oof. I'm not with that shit.
But you don't have to be a gorilla.
But it really hurt my heart to see it, to watch it.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm shifting to my current favorite animal is elephants.
Mine too. I mean, you saw there's lots of elephants around this house.
Elephants are cool.
They're really smart.
Yeah.
Did you see Dumbo?
Dumbo?
The new animated, the
new
Disney Dumbo.
Is it good?
It's so good.
It's fun.
We saw it the other night. I haven't cried that much in an elephant.
Really?
At an elephant movie since Precious, maybe.
That's funny.
I hope you all had a good 420, by the way. I had a blast. Wasn't it great that 420 actually landed on 420 this year? I thought that was good.
I appreciated it on Passover because now I could finally eat the fucking gefilte fish.
Because you had the munchies.
And it was good on a Saturday. And I celebrated Passover this year. And
yeah.
I fuck with gefilte fish hard.
Really?
With horseradish, it's pretty great.
I mean, I prefer it with horseradish, but I'm a real gefilte fish fan. I like gefilte fish.
Like you eat it normally?
I don't eat it normally because it's sort of an inconvenient thing to eat. But what I do eat normally that's in that ballpark is like sardines out of the can.
Oh man, with mustard? That shit's great.
Love
yeah,
that
just
shit.
Just straight up crackers, sardines covered in mustard.
Fuck
it really is so much better than it has any right to be.
And it has such a bad reputation.
It does.
But shit's good.
A lumberjack taught me about it.
Really?
At Bonnaroo. Yeah, no, that's real.
Shit's good. It tastes good, and it's a really like a healthy snack. But I mean, it's so salty. Jews love salt.
Why is that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. See, it's just genetics.
Because it saves the water, so you don't have to drink as much water and waste water.
Oh, well, we were in the desert. That's why we were in the
I believe that shit. I believe shit like that. Like in terms of like Jews like lox, whitefish, gefilte fish.
You know, there's a special kosher salt, come to think of it. You know, I grew up our grandfather was a kosher caterer. Mm-hmm. Pop Herb. Our great-grandmother, my great-grandma Rosie, who I'm actually named after, Ross, Rosie, started a catering business in the 1940s or 50s in Newark, New Jersey. Back before women owned businesses at all. Like, she was a real go-getter. She was amazing. But I never met her, but I've seen film of her throwing these crazy parties, and there's always lots of salty delicacies.
Love it. I love it.
Kosher salt, little tip for you. Kosher salt and rubbing alcohol, great way to clean your pipe. Your glass pipes.
Is that right?
You just leave it in overnight and you take it out and it's completely clear and beautiful.
How did you combine Passover and 420 again? That's amazing.
I tried to transition with the food and you're going back to the weed.
You raised up. You celebrated some Jewish holidays as a kid.
Very loose. Like my father, like we I mean, real loose.
Yeah.
I mean, broadly loose. Like actually, in my apartment, like I grew up in Manhattan with my father for the most part, and you know, my mother. They were divorced when I was 2.
They were both worked in radio. I noticed.
That's my father worked in radio. My mother worked in radio advertisement later in her life. But my
Right.
father worked
in
a radio station in New York City. In the 1970s through the 80s, it was originally called WKTU Mellow 92.
Uh-huh.
It was the mellow rock station.
Oh.
And then in 78, 79, he was the general manager of the station, and they went from mellow rock to disco and went from the bottom of the ratings to the most popular radio station in New
Really?
York. Yeah. So that was a big thing. And
Was it his great programming, or was it?
he made the call. He made the call. Like there's a story behind it. Like there was like an assistant there. He tells the story. I'll tell the short version of it. But there was an assistant, a Puerto Rican gay guy, and he,
I know him. I know him.
You know this guy I'm talking about, Ramon.
Yeah.
But he would tell my father, what did you do this week? I went to these clubs, da 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 da. And my father was like, what do they do? Like, he didn't know. And he explained to him, like, this, that. And he's like, what songs are they playing? This, that. And then my father went with him to the club, which I would have loved to have seen, like, my 40-something-year-old Jewish father at, like, a 1970s Puerto Rican gay disco club. And he was like, we're changing the format. And a couple of weeks later, they changed to disco, and fucking, it was a big deal in radio and in his life. And
Wow.
went to WKTU Disco 92. So if any New Yorkers, I'm sure.
WKTU Disco 92.
And WKTU still exists.
It's the biggest station.
Yeah.
That was the biggest station
Yeah.
when I was a kid.
And then it went to K-Rock.
Right.
And then Stern was there
Right.
when it was but
Right.
that period of like 78 to like 83, they
KTU
were
Disco 92. That famous. What was? They had some famous DJs.
Paco,
too.
Roscoe.
Right.
And it was a lot of advertising.
See, I was never a disco hater, even though I was a rock fan. I understood when Blondie and Kiss and Rod Stewart, they would come out with their disco song, and I was like, yeah, it makes sense. They want people to like fuck to their music.
Yeah,
you know?
and it was. I mean,
like you don't want to
Saturday
miss an
Fever,
entire wave of music. Right.
shit was dope. I mean, the Bee Gees and all that shit. They're like, it just disco. I mean, Chic and all that. I mean, that shit was. So that was I don't know how we started talking about that, but
That's
anyway,
fine. I asked you about your parents and you said he made this big disco.
the disco shit. Yeah,
Which, by the way, I see where you get your thick skin from, because if your dad was willing to take a soft rock station to disco, he must have gotten some pushback from fans and.
But that shit was. It was literally like. It literally was like boom.
Right.
Like it happened in a week. They literally went from the fucking bottom to
Right.
like a week, 2 weeks later. This is when radio was like a thing.
Yeah.
There was no phones. There was no Spotify. There was no downloading. It was like
Right.
radio was like a thing.
Right.
So they literally went from boom, boom. And all that music he would bring home. And with the rap music, which I think maybe we got on it, in 1979, he brought home a promotional copy of the Sugar Hill Gang's Rapper's Delight. And he said to me and my brother, it was a big orange copy, and he said, you guys got to listen to this. It's called rap music. It's going to be a big thing. And we still have the copy of the record. And that was, for me, like, I was like, what is this shit? I was 9.
a college DJ in the 80s, and I made a prediction that somebody should cover Walk This Way by Aerosmith.
Before they did it?
And then within a year, Run DMC dropped out with Aerosmith.
That's dope.
I always loved all kinds of music.
Heavy.
Your pop must be proud of you for now being a podcaster, a broadcaster yourself. Your show,
Right.
I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, just popping over to Luminary. Everyone always talks about how funny it is and how committed to it you are. So have you talked to is your dad still around? Have you talked to him about it? What is
he's always like, well, you said this, and listen, and you said that, and You should. I'm like, Dad, it's hard enough fucking just doing. I said that a month ago. Like he's like, well, you said something about, and you know, so
he was like about a joke you made.
It's always about politics, and when
see.
it's not about what I'm saying. He's like, well, if they say. He'll get it. Like he doesn't even have a phone. My father doesn't have an iPhone.
Right.
So he'll be out and like at somewhere, and a friend will show him something from like literally a month ago, and I'm like, Dad, no one's talking about it anymore. Like, what am I supposed to go redo it? Like re-say it, or what the fuck are you talking about? So he I like the shit talking. My father's not like a big mouth like mine, but he's definitely a provocateur.
Right.
More of a like a quiet provocateur. So, but he definitely has that shit talking thing. It's just not as like
Were you always like that, or did that come?
I've always been like that. I've always been, I mean, I haven't always done like the podcasting and stuff, but I mean, I got kicked out of the 3rd grade in Manhattan in the 70s in a public school.
Really?
That's an and there was no fight. There was no fire. There was no violent thing. It was just disruptive. Like it said, disruptive. They can't. So that was, and when you think back to like the 70s to get kicked out of a public school.
Impossible.
That's a hard thing to do.
Right.
That's like an accomplishment. Like for not like, I beat kids up or.
Right. There were no rules back then anyway. So to break the few rules that there were.
It was just, we don't want him in the class, and inevitably we don't want him in the school. Like he needs to go.
My Hebrew school was like that. Like I was a good kid, pretty smart kid. And for some reason I had like 5 derelicts in my Hebrew school. And I could see how a disruptive kid in a school could really mess up.
They
people.
can't teach.
Right.
They can't teach. And that was my thing throughout all my school years and my personal life and, in the streets and, and at home. And I mean, it was like it's still a part. Fortunately now I've found more of a funnel for it, but it's still a problem. It's still a problem. It's still, and I used to get resentful when my mother said, you just came out this way. Because I'd go to therapy like when I was in my 20s and shit.
Right.
And it started coming out with reasons why. She said, you were like this when you came out. This is how you were. And, your brother wasn't.
Were you good? Did you ever get good in school?
Never. I was a fucking asshole. Nursery school, they put me with the 5-year-olds. I was 4 years old. They put me ahead. Like, oh, maybe he'll be around the bigger kids. And then, I would just, it was like I don't remember one of these people with great memories, but it was like oh, you're going to put me with the 5-year-olds? Well, I'm going to fucking step up to the plate. And camp, they put me in the thing up and, I'm going to fucking step up to the plate. I'm going to.
That's when you became a performer. You rose to the occasion.
Completely.
You didn't let them call you a loser.
Completely.
So your parents must have been very supportive.
Somebody
in your life was very supportive.
Patient.
Yeah.
Patient.
Is your mom a good laugher?
She's better at laughing at that. She's better at laughing at it. And my father they were both patient. Because when I look at like me as a parent, I would have been like, fuck out of here. I'm fucking sending you some fucking where. And they tried that too, but like they never gave up belief in me. And that's the best thing that they did as parents. Like they never fucking pounded me. They never tried to pound it out of me. They should have beaten the shit. My father should have beat my ass. He should have fucked me up. I was terrible. I was just terrible. And it was just.
You could still hit your kids back in the 70s too.
Oh yeah. He should have been
dragging
me down the street, fucking kicking. He should have had me in the fucking street. Like he should have been, get the fuck out of here.
My dad used to bring me into the bedroom and pretend to hit me so my mother would think that he hit me. That's how easy
funny.
I had it. That's how easy I had it.
Would he tell you to make noises and stuff?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Say ow, right? And I go, ow! That's when I became an actor. That was my first improv.
That's funny.
So you tried stand-up as a teenager.
19.
19? So that's a huge, even though you didn't stay with it, for that, you did it for what, a year or two as a hobby?
About 3 years, yeah.
Yeah, so 19, 20, 21
Wow.
doing stand-up. I don't even start till my mid-20s, 23. So let me tell you something. When you can do that, when you figure out that you want to be in show business or do something creative that young, that's greatness. That's how you really. That's what Jim Carrey did. I'm not comparing you to these people in any way. Everyone has their own thing, but the boy band people like Justin Timberlake, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Ariana Grande, Eddie Murphy. They all knew really, really young, and I'm always jealous of those people. I'm jealous of guys like you, people like you who know when they're young. It gives you so much leg up, so much confidence. Most people have to fail at 3 things before they discover comedy.
Yeah, I knew like when I started doing comedy, like I had an attitude and I could talk shit. But when I was 20 and the first time I acted, like the first time I read sides, a scene, it came more natural than playing basketball, than comedy. It was literally like like you took a fish and threw it in the water. Acting. Really? And I was like, fuck this comedy shit. Like, I kept doing it, but I was like, this is what I'm going to do.
That's what happened to me the first time I walked into a deli.
I was like, I'm going to slice meat. I'm going to be the guy slicing that fucking meat.
Hey, if I didn't find comedy by accident, that's what I would have been, a caterer probably, or some version of that.
Thank God. Thank God.
It's not a bad life. Parties and fun and music and booze. And
yeah, but 30 years. You've been doing comedy 30 years.
This month.
So if you did do catering for 30 years, you'd be like...
Rich.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I mean, it all worked out fine. In a weird way, I consider what I do a little bit like what my dad did. Like the customer, pleasing the customer. There's a certain formality. You want to please them. I for a long time I got dressed up. Like I was doing shows in tuxes and suits, and sometimes the roasts are a little bit. You have when you're dressed to kill, it is kind of like a caterer too. You want to be the flashy guy at the party. It's your party, So I don't know, and there's probably other things too that, just the instant gratification of seeing how happy people are when they eat. It's also kind of like when you get a laugh.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
You're always very concerned with that. You're just like making sure the audience is eating before you even get out there.
Yeah.
And it's like it's one of your biggest things. And also like you do the catering things. I'll see you at the roast like before. You'll go out there and be like, no, they can't sit there. You got to move them over there.
Yeah.
They got to take this over here. The podium's in the wrong spot. It's all.
I did a gig in Austin last week and a benefit for Shalom Austin. They're building schools and helping underprivileged people down in Texas. But basically it's like, 1,000 Jewish people. And then I came in as like son of a caterer and the, sound check and this and that. And I made them move. They had 1,000 seats, but there was like 30 feet between the stage and the first row. Because they were like, they had like big fancy donors coming, rich people. They all want to be seen. They don't want to be cramped. And I'm like, this is not good for my act. I need intimacy.
You want him up close, right?
Of course. If I tell you a joke right here, Michael, it's funny. But if I tell it to you from across the street, you're like, well, what are you talking about? There's nothing there.
Yeah.
So I made them, or their solution was to build an extension to the stage for my part of the show. So I had like I was like Engelbert Humperdinck or something. Tom Jones. I had like what do you call it?
An extension?
An extension, I guess. But the point is, it's good that you're getting back into it now.
Yeah, well, now I'm ready for it, and I understand it. And I have more of a understanding of the craft of it and the skill set of it and the work that it takes of it. And
more than that, that you have to have. But what you have now as a man is like the life experience to actually be a comedian. Like... you're probably a clever, cute 19, 20-year-old comic, but, now you can go up there and you can talk about real stuff that people can relate to.
Yeah, like we were talking about the 19-year-old, like these savants, like Eddie Murphy, like that run of comedy he was 21 in the red suit. Delirious.
That's nuts.
But that's a freak. Chris Rock he's a freak.
Yeah.
Who's 15, 16 going, that's freaks.
Right.
But like, yeah, so I just think there's like, I have more of an understanding of it, and I'm figuring it out and figuring out what kind of comedian I want to be, what I'm good at, what I like doing, what I'm comfortable doing. I'm new, but I'm fascinated by it.
So now you're getting on stage almost every night or a few nights a week?
A few nights a week. I can't do it every night. I'll be fucked up if I do that.
You get burnt out.
Get burnt out.
I understand that.
2 or 3 times a week is good for me right now.
Well, you're also performing on your podcast in a way.
Exactly.
So you're getting those yayas out.
Yeah, and I've because but I'm busting my ass, and I've learned a lot, quickly, and it helps. I'm kind of going in backwards because you said to me when you did my podcast, like play to your crowd,
right.
And those are your people,
right?
So I'm, so I'm not like being shy about that. Like, there's no way around it. Like, people know who I am.
Yeah.
And if people come to see me do comedy, they have an expectation of a certain tone. Like, I'm not going to be like, hey, it's like I'm going to be like, fucking.
Yeah, but you're going to get those people who know you, who you are. But what you'll start to deal with and you'll see is you're going to get people going, I recognize it, because it's not just you. This is all comedians. I don't care how big they are. But some of the audience, I mean, if they're going to see you at your show, it's different.
Right.
But if you pop it in at the Comedy Store, people go, oh, I know. I recognize this guy. He's funny. I've seen him before. But they give you a minute or two of goodwill, grace.
Right.
Then you got to deliver.
You got to deliver.
Like, that's what you were telling me earlier. Like, you got to, stand-up is, you got to deliver. You can't have an off night.
No.
If you do, it's complete chaos.
Man, it is fucking true.
Michael
man.
Richards.
Yeah.
That was his last set ever.
Yeah, and I, I like to talk shit, and like finding out, like taking it as far as you can, and then pulling it back because you don't want to go too far. That to me is like a fucking like understanding that and figuring that out and what you have control of. And I know you also said to me like you have control of the crowd, and I believe that's. But I also kind of like sometimes like, you don't have control of the crowd. I'm not like a fucking monster like you. Like you're a fucking you're a comedy G. So I mean, this is something you're so comfortable with. So like just figuring all those things out and is interesting to me. And it keeps you like once you get on that stage, like it's like shit. Like you're like it's like you're. All your pheromones, is that the word? Pheromones, them shits come up.
Yeah.
Like there's no like, oh, I'm just kind of like, hey.
Yeah.
Hey, guy, like unless that's your act. Like I'm not like just dilly like, what's going on, guys?
Even if I have no material, even if my jokes don't work, I'll still do well. I can just sort of, I don't know what, like swing my way through it.
Yeah.
Like
can you
still,
swing? You can't.
Even
swing.
if I'm bad, I'm entertaining.
That's good.
If that makes any sense. Because sometimes I'll
I know
be
what
like,
you mean.
oh, I got a roast, I got a big roast coming up. I'll go on stage with 4 pages of like notes and I'll read it and they're still kind of enjoying it. And they'll come up to me afterwards and goes, that was so fun. I think that was your best one and cut that one. And it's still entertaining just seeing the process. Mm-hmm. So, what I would tell you is to enjoy that part of it.
Yes. I try not
like
to
the
get
bombing,
freaked out.
the swing and a miss. You gotta, and sports and acting. Like the bad take gets you to the great take sometimes.
Hey, fucking Hank Aaron struck out.
That's
Michael
right.
Jordan missed shots. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So I was saying, my wife.
Yeah.
She's so freaked out. She's come to see me 3 times. I've done good twice.
Yeah.
But I'm always so freaked out, and because she's freaked out. Like, so I'm like, you're freaking me out.
What about what?
I don't know why she's freaked out. She's freaked out because she thinks that she thinks I'm gonna suck. She thinks that I'm gonna like. She's like she thinks I'm gonna instigate like a fucking someone's gonna like attack the stage. She just freaks out. So I'm like, just don't come. Like, and I try.
Really?
I'll run bit start with her, and she just. I'm like, I'm not even telling you the bits anymore. Like, she give me questioning them and shit. Like, fuck it, man. Like, I just to rehearse them out of my mouth before. Nothing. So I'm
really,
yeah, fuck it. But I just started, so
she probably can't tell the difference between you trying out a bit and you just ranting in the living room anyway.
Right, we're all alone. So, but I love it though. The comedians are a trip too. Yes. Comedians are they're a fucking trip.
Why?
Well, because I sincerely think if you're like a true blue comedian, just a little bit of time, like when I really spend like if I spend like few hours like working on something or thinking about a bit or thinking about jokes, like, and I think like if this is what I did, and I've been doing this, was the bulk of my thought process for years. That could make you fucking crazy. Because I do it for a couple hours, and I'm like, God, that's...
Yeah.
Got to shake that off. If that was what you did for years and you're a true blue comedian, that part of it. And then also there's like player hating comedians. There's some comedians that like I won't name names yet. But there's some comedians that like give me attitude like that. Of course. And I'm like,
because you're an actor.
You're my fucking dick though,
I know,
man.
but
like,
I'm saying I'm playing. That's what I hear this all the time with other friends who try comedy and stuff. Like,
but if a comedian, just like if I see you, if you're acting in a movie, I'm not gonna be like, oh, you're a comedian. If you're good at the shit, you're good at it.
Right. Well, because comedians, we get that too. So you were hypocrite. A lot of
miserable fucks. Some of these guys are miserable.
I
fucks.
agree with you.
I'm just like, yo, yo. And the thing about it, it isn't a team sport. It is an individual sport. So me doing good doesn't affect you. And
unless I can't get a gig and you got my gig.
How can that possibly happen?
Because
there's so
I
many
suck. Because I suck.
No, but there's so many dope comedians
in this hypothetical situation.
There's so many places to go. There's so many you did this place in Reno and that place in Tahoe and this place. Like it's like you'll be there the 23rd, I'll be there the 30th. Why are you worrying about me, motherfucker?
Right. I hate that.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
I'm all for it. Stormy Daniels wants to do stand up. I'm all for it.
Let her do her thing.
Of course.
And
what gig is she taking from me?
Exactly.
Hey Jeff, it's Comedy Central. We're roasting. We have a big roast coming up, but we're gonna give your spot to Stormy.
Yeah. Exactly. She's the new roast master. She's gonna.
Yeah. I sat here. John Mayer was here. We were talking about a similar thing because I always encourage him to do stand up. I like that he channels that. It's fun. Like it's fun for me. It's like, it's like riding a wave. It's like jumping out of an airplane. It's exciting, and then people, he says people give him crap about doing stand-up. I go, what gig are you taking from this comic? Are they playing the fucking Hollywood Bowl? What are you
They are fucking player haters. They are some player-hating motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, at first I was kind of like, oh, nice everyone. Now I'm like, suck my fucking dick.
Right.
I get like, yeah, I'm not nice no more. Like, fuck you.
But you have to be because you're gonna still got to make it work because you're gonna be sharing a stage with all these comics, the Comedy Store, the Improv. These
you go up, I go up.
These are no, that won't work. That won't give you longevity.
No, not that I exude.
You have to earn even the haters' respect. It's like being in the big leagues. It's different. You can be blind to it now in the first couple of years, but if you really want to sustain it and you have to be above it. Like so many people were mean or rude or dismissive with me for years in the beginning, and then you don't forget, but you don't hold that grudge because then when you are, most people aren't good enough, hold on, Buddy Hackett once told me, while you're holding a grudge, the other guy's out dancing. Go meet him on the dance floor. It might take a little while, but it's like...
that's why I like all these hot comedians. I'll go up before them, after them. I don't give a fuck. Follow you. That's no thing to me.
Right.
Like, okay, I'll follow you.
Right.
I don't give a fuck who you are.
It's because you're unique. If
Fuck
you were
'em.
similar to them, you'd be like,
And it might be a challenge, whatever. But it's like you get, I can't. You go up. You fucking do it. You gotta jump in it.
What have you been talking about?
I talk about my wife. Talk about my kids. It's all, it's all exaggerated. My wife, my kids. We talked about this when you did my podcast, but I'm not. I definitely have like a strong Trump section.
Uh-huh.
And it's funny and it's
gotta kill.
It's gotta kill. And I'm so I think the audiences are so, I don't know, it's an interesting thing because I know sometimes it's like, they don't want to talk politics, but if you're gonna talk politics, you better go in. And I'm not Bill Maher talking politics.
Trump's not politics, is it? Trump to me is sports at this point.
If that. He's like, if that, it's wrestling. If that, it's backyard wrestling. So it's not witty. It's just like when I'm going with him, it's boom. And I did it intentionally because that's how I really feel. So I don't try to skirt around like it's boom.
Well, that's what he does.
You got to. And you have to. And in order, like I was talking to my mom, she was like, I know. It's like, he's going to win. He's going to win again, which would be good for comedians, the comedian part of you, but he's going to win because this Beto O'Rourke fucking clown, he's not going to win.
He's not ready.
Bernie,
Too
he ain't
old.
going to do it. He's too whacked out with that shit. The gay guy.
Whacked out with what shit?
This the socialism and it's too whacked out. It's too whacked out.
Yeah.
And it's like, we forget, like, he's Jewish, like, and the gay guy, I love what he says, but we can't do any tricks now. You need, like, now is not the time for anything fancy. Like, I like the way that guy thinks, and he's tough, and I like that he's served, and he's, like, speaks all these languages, but that's not going to win.
Right.
Kamala Harris fucked sweet dick Willie Brown up there in San Francisco. That's done.
Right.
Joe Biden fucked up. He's a fucking sniffing freak. Who's going to win? Like, you just got to think of it in terms of Trump debating.
Yeah.
Think about, like, how he's going to, like, Bernie maybe possibly could win because he won't get rattled.
Right.
And he's so genuine. But I just don't know if the shit that he's talking about.
Donald, I know that you know that this is a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah. Like, he won't get rattled.
It'll be like Jackie Mason versus Andrew Dice Clay.
I mean, straight up. Straight the fuck up.
I would love to see the Bernie Trump debate.
That would be awesome.
All right, I'll be Bernie, you be Trump. You ready? And ask the first question.
Go ahead, crazy Bernie. Go ahead, Bernie.
Oh, you just
Go
wait.
ahead, ask the question. You can ask him first. He's my guest.
Listen,
be my guest.
You
Bernie.
invited me to be here. I'm here. I didn't have to be here.
Go ahead.
That's
You can
not
ask
how
him
it
the
works.
question first.
We've written these out ahead
But
of time.
no, be my guest. He could be my guest, Bernie. Let Bernie speak first.
Okay.
I didn't have to.
all
If
right.
I could just finish my soup, please, that'd be fine.
Let him
When
ask
he's
the
finishing his soup, can I ask you a
Finish
question?
your soup. Finish your soup. We'll wait for Bernie to finish your soup.
All right.
Thank you. I'm ready. I am prepared.
Okay.
What do you think about deregulating AR-15s and assault rifles?
There he goes. What do you think about that, Bernie?
This is a great question. I take 2 A15s in the morning before breakfast. It helps with my cholesterol. And I'd like to give a special thanks to my mother, who's in the audience today. She's 132.
132.
All right. Okay, Mr. President.
Yes.
I hate saying that.
Yeah. Get used to it. 4 more years. 4 more years.
Not if I can have anything to do with
4
it.
more years, Bernie. You know this. I'll give you a job. Come to the White House, Bernie. I'll give you a job next 4 years.
That's fine. I have a hit book. I don't need a job.
You want a job? You come to the job. We'll give you a job.
Listen, I know.
I like Bernie. Bernie's good.
Assault rifles, you keeping them or you getting rid of them?
The Constitution says that assault rifles, weapons are good. Weapons are good. I will say that. Weapons are good.
Speaking of assault, can you pass the pepper for my soup?
Bernie's falling asleep. That's like, there's pieces that's what it's going to be like.
Yeah.
There's little pieces.
2 old guys arguing over...
2 grouchy fucking
Well,
New
isn't the whole
Yorkers.
get off my lawn? Isn't that really build a wall, right? Isn't that what Trump's doing? Get off my lawn. He's like an old man who wants to keep people out of his yard.
Listen, man, I've given up on trying to figure it out.
I
but-
hate that liberals underestimate him. I'm with you in that he could win again.
And these.
I don't want to call it now because then you sound like, you're groupthink. But
No, I'm not one to say I told you so because I'm just concerned because, we talk about Bill Maher. I watch the show every Friday, and I watch these whiny fucks, including him, and I'm like, you whiny bitch. All of a sudden, like Mueller, obviously he tried to put this fucking guy in jail.
right.
He couldn't do it.
Right.
Now Mueller's the asshole. Now all the
Right.
fucking whiny, now they're going after him. He tried. Here's the thing. When I was a kid, I used to go to this corner store. I used to steal shit all the time.
Uh-huh.
Okay? I never got caught.
Right.
Doesn't mean I didn't fucking steal the shit.
Right.
So we know he did it. He just didn't get caught.
Because he didn't write it down. He didn't email it.
So move the fuck on and stop. Now Mueller's getting attacked by CNN. Give me a fucking break, you fucking pussies. I'm sick of, and
They chased him down at Easter service.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, yo,
MSNBC, yeah.
he's the bad guy now. It's just this. And then when people say snowflakes, this is what they're talking about. And you watch fucking Maher and all these fucking, and Rachel Maddow crying. I mean, Every night she looks like she's gonna break in tears. Get the fuck out of here with this shit.
You got to fight back.
The only way to win is to fucking go. There's no go when they go low, we go high. You gotta go fucking. They need you. When you said like they need you. Like, you know, if she had said to him, if Hillary had said to Donald Trump, "Hey, sit down when I'm talking.
Yeah.
You're being disrespectful."
Right.
Just that.
Right.
Just that. You're being. Excuse me, sir.
Back off.
Sit down while I'm talking. You're in my space.
Right.
I gave you your space. She'd have won.
The moment that drove me crazy, by the way, same debate when he invited the 3 women that Bill Clinton had an affair with or whatever.
Just to get in her head, man.
Just to get in her head. She should have just looked at him and said, you know what? You think you're going to throw me off with this publicity stunt with these women here? I was Secretary of State of the United States. You know what? I'm glad I'm running against you, Donald, because this shows little girls all over the world that if they stand up to a bully, that they can not just win but be president of the United States.
Period. She could have said a couple. That's it. But she was doing that old school, polite and
presidential.
You gotta like. You know, Bernie would be tough with him. This Buttigieg guy.
That's why I miss Franken. He would have been great at the debates.
He would have been great. But these clowns they got out here, it's a fucking shame. This fucking guy might win again.
I mean, you're from New York. You've seen Donald
He's a
Trump
fucking clown.
be knocked down a million times.
Why do you think he doesn't come to New York? He hasn't showed up in New York City.
Really?
Barely.
No. He hasn't showed up publicly. He's drove in and drove out.
Right.
Think about that. A mayor from the fucking borough of Queens.
Right.
He should be a fucking hometown hero.
Right.
He should be doing fucking rallies underneath the fucking the Great Fair thing.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Like a fucking Queens guy who's the mayor of New York, the president of the United States. He can't even do he would get booed fucking in his own borough.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's a good point.
You know what's the World's Fair, the Globe out in the
Yeah.
He should be out there doing a fucking rally for 500,000 people. He can't. He can't even go to his own hometown.
Right. It is very, very, very,
Fuck that
very
guy,
strange.
man. And that's why I go so hard and like people on the internet, like I never gave a fuck about politics. I give a fuck. Totally uneducated about it. I'm still totally uneducated. But I know this guy is not just a he's a scumbag. And I don't care about the taxes or anything. He's a scumbag. And at least the president should be somewhat presidential. He could be dumb like Bush, and he could be whatever you want to say about Obama and this, but at least have some respect for the fact that you're the president. Tweeting and memes. A fucking grown-up? You're fucking doing memes? What the fuck is wrong with this guy? He puts his own memes out.
Yeah.
He's got he's like an Instagram guy. He's got like a meme guy.
Right.
This is a joke.
This is how politics is becoming.
Yeah.
He battled his way into the Oval Office.
Roast battled. Fucking Pocahontas, she's done.
Right.
Yeah.
You couldn't have come up with that.
No.
He buried her.
Maybe I did.
Maybe you took a payment on. Maybe they were like, just give me 1 year. I'll give you.
That was my first joke, saying how I known him for 15 years. I've roasted him twice. I feel like any second he's going to call me up and offer me a cabinet position. Jeff, I need 3 insults about North Korea by 2:00.
Just give me one on Kamala Harris. Give me a nickname for
I'm
Kamala.
the Secretary of Kamala Harris.
Sweet. Do you got to do Sweet Dick Willie Brown?
Call her Kamalato.
All right, stop giving the other side enough ammunition.
But I don't disagree that he's going to be tough to beat, and everybody has to really, really toughen up.
Toughen up.
In a way, he's done a lot for bringing people together and helping them sort of defend their rights and understand, what's going on. I mean, he got a lot more women to march in the streets than Hillary ever did.
I agree. I agree with that.
If she had done what he did, instead of becoming a senator and Secretary of State, if she had gone on Real Housewives of New Jersey, she'd be president.
Absolutely.
Someone said, what has he done for the working man? What has Donald Trump done for the working man? He entertained them for 30 years.
I mean, you see him up there. You wish you could fucking have a crowd like he doesn't even sweat for an
Right.
hour and 15 minutes.
Right.
When you're doing comedy, you drink water or something on
Yeah,
stage.
coffee, water.
This cocksucker doesn't drink. If you notice,
70 something.
Yeah.
he won't drink. He won't even have a sip. Every now and then he'll have a sip. Imagine being on stage for 75 minutes.
Right.
In front of 50,000 people.
Right.
And you don't sweat and you don't even need a sip of water.
And you're wearing a suit and tie.
It's a savage.
Nothing in your belly but 3 Big Macs.
There's no comedian that can do that. No speaker that can do that. That's a beast.
I think you're right.
Motherfucker sometimes doesn't take, when he doesn't sip of water and he's just up there, I'm like, this fucking guy's animal. I think he got his sweat glands removed though. I do, because he doesn't sweat. That's not human.
He doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke. He dips his cheeseburgers in mayonnaise.
He's a pig.
I've seen him do that.
Ugh, you've seen that with your own eyes.
Yeah. So you're gonna vote for him or what?
Nah. And
This
those 2
brings us-
sons. Where's the other one, Eric? The fucking horse-toothed one.
He's shooting an elephant somewhere.
Where he's been hiding. You don't see him, Eric.
Yeah. He went and got a haircut. He asked for a little up the top, but unfortunately, they took some from his upper lip.
Can I ask a couple?
real good.
Can I ask for some advice, Michael?
Yes.
You know, you've been podcasting for how long now?
4.5 years.
How do you know when you go too far? Like you asked me about, you know, we did a Roast in Peace tribute to Nipsey Hussle the other day, and sometimes like roasting is for people who can handle it, thick skin. Like if you can't handle it, you don't listen to the show. I realize you have a similar sort of dynamic with your audience. Like, do you try to be provocative on your podcast, or
I don't try, but I know when I'm going down that road, and you know, with the, I think, you know, with specifically with the podcast audience, you know, I feel like they understand. It's weird because you get a relationship with the audience, and they start to, especially the way my podcast is, they understand your temperament. They understand my temperament, and they're with you through your things that make you excited and things that make you upset. So I'm sure I've said things that have gone too far, but I try my best. Although I find it liberating that I could say whatever I want, not to, I'm conscious of like my mom listening.
yeah,
So it's like, I don't
really?
Yeah, like, just like in a weird way. Like I'm conscious of my wife listening, although she doesn't really listen to all of them. She'll listen to occasionally, but like, so some like I won't like say like, yo, when I was 23 and I was fucking this girl. Like I'll never say that on my podcast because I'm like my mom, like, and also I'm just like, what am I gonna? There's no, I don't know.
Well, you don't talk like that anymore about women.
Yeah, but I wouldn't.
You won't reveal that about yourself. in
Yeah.
other words.
So or like, but with anger, I'll go as far as I want to go. Like if I'm angry about something or frustrated about something, I'll go as far as I want to go.
So before the
my anger, you don't have to be angry with me. I think they get entertained by my anger.
Well, before the podcast, what was your outlet for that anger?
Probably my first wife. No, I'm just playing. I don't know. Like more just like with my friends and shit. Like it'd be, or yeah, I don't know. Like that's one of
Have
the.
you ever
things-
apologized to somebody you talked about on the show?
I've walked back. No, not on the podcast. No, not on the podcast. I don't think so. I don't think I've apologized to because I don't think I've ever said anything that I have.
People
to,
get that you're in the moment and you get heated up and you're not just trying to be funny, but you're trying to make a point. You're trying to be entertaining.
Yeah, and yeah, I don't think I've ever had to apologize or felt like I need to apologize. But I'm also an apologizer because I believe if you're a shit talker. Like if I talk shit, and sometimes it's emotion based. It's not just funny. If you say something, it's been things on Twitter because it's the written word that gets me jammed up. Like if you say something and like, you go, fuck, I didn't think that wasn't the best wording. I could take that because just like if you say you're gonna swing, you're not always gonna hit it. So yeah, that wasn't the best wording. And you know what? He isn't really that. He's this. And what I meant to say was that, not this. But because it's part of the
Plus,
game.
you have a regular thing a couple days a week, so you could just fix it the next show. You don't have to go back and re-edit or apologize off air.
Yeah.
You could just, it's a few days later
Yeah.
before the wound is too big. you can go, hey, what I really meant was this, and I thought about it. I've seen you do that, actually. I've heard you do that.
And I have because a lot of people, I don't take back anything I say. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. Because, like, people need to take responsibility for the things that, especially if you're a shit talker.
Right.
Especially if you talk shit, and you're talking shit sometimes from an emotional place.
Sure.
So, but I do love it. I do love it.
I find it cathartic. I still think of it as a hobby, you know. So I find it cathartic. Like, I feel good afterwards.
Is it always used to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because you, I mean, if you wanted to step it up more, you could step it up more, because you guys could go back and forth. And, like, you're talking about, like, being guest dependent or not.
Yeah.
You two are a show. You don't need a guest. You know, like, if you wanted to, like, go, I want to do it once a week, every week, or twice a week, every week, or just once a week. Because the podcast advice, what I tell anybody is, pick a day and be consistent. So, be Monday at 3 p.m., Sunday at 4 a.m., Friday at 2 a.m. And then that's how you pick a day and be consistent.
We've been getting a little better, but I'm also like, hey, I feel like doing it today, or, you know, we'll have nothing to do, and we'll go, hey, you know, I wonder who's around. Oh, Rapaport, you know, I'd love to see if he's around.
Fuck the guests. You don't need the guests all the time. You get dope guests, but if you get dependent on them, if I wasn't here tonight, then you get jammed up, and then, well, this guy's, let's try it.
Right.
You want to have people you're hyped up to talk to.
Yeah.
That, for me, and if you guys are always doing it together.
Right.
Yeah.
See, because, you know, we talked about, you know,
almost
podcasting
always,
alone.
but he either has a friend get married or die every week, so he's not always here.
Right.
Ed's not always here.
It's either a higher or a lower.
He's my cousin.
Yeah, I know.
You know, Ed was the largest baby ever born in the state of Florida.
Were you really?
Yeah.
How big did you come out?
14 pounds, 13 and a half ounces. I was too big for a C-section. My mom had to get a double D section.
Jesus Christ. 14 fucking pounds?
Yeah, man.
That's my
almost
kind of
15.
baby, though.
Almost 15.
I
Have
like
you ever seen the Holland Tunnel? That's what his mom's vagina looks like.
After you came out.
Except with more traffic.
Yeah.
It smells about it. But, well, both his parents are twins.
Yeah, my mom's a twin with a man, and my father's a twin with a woman.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
That is weird.
I'll probably have twins, but I'm probably too late on that board anyway.
Well, how old are you?
37?
You want to have kids?
Nah, I don't know. I'll rent one, you know.
Yeah, rent them.
Yeah.
Rent them. If you don't want them, don't have them. They're real shit. They're real fucking, that's real shit.
So a little structure, a little regular sort of.
Little structure, little regular, and I would start banging them out, just you two. And if this fucking guy's at a funeral or a marriage, you rock yourself. And
I had to do that a couple times, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
once.
Once.
A couple times, same shit. But that's my advice. But I mean, it's podcasts. You know, I remember I saw you at this party, but I remember a couple of years ago. I think she always has it up. But Sarah Silverman, a few years ago, when I started doing my podcast, she has her party. She has an underrated dope.
The best.
Party.
The best.
It's a dope party. But I remember I first saw when I got there a couple of years ago, she had a sign, please don't ask, whatever her wording was, but it was basically, I'm not doing anybody's podcast, don't ask.
Yeah.
And I remember to myself, and I know, so I was like, fucking bitch, you don't want to do any podcasts, but fuck you, Sarah, fuck you. But now I go, I get it. She was a little bit ahead of the curve because everybody's got fucking podcasts.
Right.
They're literally like assholes.
Right.
Everybody got a fucking podcast.
Right.
It's amazing. So I get...
Well, Ed was actually the only baby born in Florida without an asshole.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you got a podcast,
Yeah,
so...
2 penises,
Yeah.
one in front, one in the back.
Yeah, so you're balanced out.
He shits out his dick. It's weird. Yeah, no, it is weird asking friends to do it, and you were gracious enough to come.
Of course.
But I do. You're so funny, man. And I'm glad you're acting. Your Netflix show's in its 3rd season. When does this season come out?
This season will probably come out in the fall sometime. Like,
What's your character like?
Very, very understated. Very, like, he's not, like, I love the show and I love playing the character, but it's not fun. The character's the least amount of fun character. Well,
really?
He's very emotionally suppressed. So he's very quiet. Let's just put it in a nutshell. He's quiet. Thanks for the support watching the first 2 seasons, Jeff. That's cool. You can
I don't
catch
even know
it.
you had a fucking
It's
show.
cool. It's fine. It's cool. It's like
You never
I
talk
watched
about
Bumping
it.
Mics twice. It's
Thanks.
cool. No, but
What's it called?
atypical. No, but he's very like. So like I it's not a fun character to play, if that makes sense.
I get it. Yeah. But is it fun when you watch it back? You
It's
go,
fun
wow.
watching it, and I love the acting of it, like the tone of it. But it's not like, you know, that stuff kind of sticks with you through the day. When you're doing a scene like that, it's kind of like, eh. It's not like he's like fucking, you know, like a depressive, but he's just like, eh. He's introverted, an introverted character, and I'm clearly not an introverted person.
Right.
So it's
good. It's a fun departure.
It's a fun departure.
And it's probably such a different muscle. Like, to me, having to write my shows, my roasts, you know, stand up, you know, and even podcasting. Like, when somebody says, "Hey, we got something for you," you don't have to do anything but just act it. It's like it's almost like a mental vacation.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm on Sneaky Pete season 3. This
Right,
Amazon
right.
Amazon show, and you know, I'm not a giant part, but it's a fun departure.
Are you Jewish? Like, are you like?
I'm not huh?
Like, are you? Because it's Sneaky Pete. I thought you said I thought you meant Peaky Blinders.
Oh, what's that?
It's
Netflix show.
no, I think it's Hulu too or Amazon, but it's like almost like Gangs of New York.
Oh,
like,
okay. Oh, that would be cool.
I thought you were like some old Jewish
gangster.
Yeah.
No, I play.
Like, are you Jewish? You're like, yeah. What the fuck?
I play a real creep. A real what do you call it? He's based on. I'm not supposed to say too much, but he's based on Trump's first campaign manager. Somebody help me out.
Manafort?
No, before that.
I don't know.
The guy, the alt-right king.
Stone?
Oh,
No, Steve Bannon.
Bannon, yeah.
It's like a Steve Bannon
I can't
type.
keep all of his fucking demons straight.
His cronies. There's so fucking many of them. I know,
It's
like
so
you
fun.
say, like give me like there's like 9 different people, like examples of this one, that one, Roger Stone.
Oh, how did we think the guy who fired people for a living wasn't going to fire everyone a million times once he became president?
Exactly.
Right. Well, I hope you keep acting. I love seeing you and stuff.
Thank you. I'm never gonna stop doing that.
And make some more documentaries, dude. The Tribe Called Quest thing's fucking cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was fun.
You
was a
directed
while.
that. You directed a 30 for 30 too.
Yep. On the Knicks.
You're a prolific guy, Mikey.
Thank you. I'm trying.
True Romance, Money for Nothing, Boston Public, Mighty Aphrodite. That's a classic.
Woody.
You got to miss working with Woody, man.
He was dope to work
That
with.
must have been some real cool stuff.
I mean, how, you break him down as a comedian. Like, just like your take on him as a comedian.
Most of his jokes are still as funny. He's a little before my time, even as a comedian, but of course I went back and listened to his stand-up, and he's really clever. I mean, just really
Highly.
The best.
And he, you know, when you think about like this resurgence of hipster nerd geeks that are like attractive, he was the first.
Right.
Yeah.
When you look at that young Woody Allen, him
Right.
with the suit, the
Yeah,
glasses,
yeah.
and there's like a flirtatiousness to him. Like he's the first guy,
Think of the millions of nerds that he got laid by just being him.
straight up and down.
Right.
Like when you look at young Woody as a stand-up, you're like, he invented a whole genre of
Humor.
guy.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like he's
Right.
buttoned up and he's like, but he's saying these like sexual jokes and
Right.
funny jokes, and you're like, this is like literally, it's like Williamsburg.
Yeah.
He created Williamsburg, like that character of
Hipster.
person. He created it.
Interesting.
You know how like hipsters are like sexy now, which
Yeah.
I think they should be. The nerds should be right in the back of the fucking lunch line.
Yeah.
Where they belong, me personally. They should be fucking sent back. Enough with them, with their beards and their ties and their vintage shit. Go the fuck back to your line and give me your lunch money. But he started that shit. He was the guy. But I ask you because I like when you break down comedians. Like when I interview athletes and they'll say, "Tell me about Kobe. You ever play?" And like if another basketball player explains Kobe, they do it in a.
Yeah.
That's why I like to ask you about the comedians.
Well, I mean, Woody's one guy I never got to meet, and it'd be a fun guy to meet.
Quiet
But-
guy.
Yeah. Did you auditioned?
Met with him. 5 minutes. Non interesting conversation. He just wanted to sniff me out.
He saw you on
He saw
something?
True Romance.
Sure.
Met me. Got a call from my agent 2 hours later.
Wow.
You got the part.
Wow.
There was no. there was no fucking ring you out, no fucking desperation. He saw a true romance. He probably knew he wanted to meet me. Where are you from? Blah, 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 blah. Are you free in the fall? Yeah, oh, yeah, I'm free in the fall. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. Left.
Right.
Got a call 2 hours later. Boom. And I've worked him 2 other times since.
Small Time Crooks is so funny.
I love that guy.
Yeah.
I know, like, oh, you love him. I fucking love Woody. I fuck with Woody. I work with him was exactly what you would think it would be. And you know, writers, I have a note that he sent me. If you don't want to say any lines, don't say them. You could say them, you could not say them. But if you're going to come up with shit, he told me this. In the note, it was just, you could say what you want, don't say what you want. But he told me, so you could say what you want, don't say what you want. But if you don't do the jokes, make sure you say something funny.
He knew where he needed his spots.
He knew where he needed his spots, and like, you know, he knew, like, if you're not going to say the lines, like,
I'm surprised he let you.
He don't give a fuck.
He invited you to improvise.
he don't give a fuck. But if you improvise with him, you're improvising with one of the best. So don't think the ball's not coming back. Like, he's not even letting it hit the ground. It's boom, boom. And that I had to get used to because I thought I was going to boom him. I didn't think he was going to. And then you're like, it's what there's boom, 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 boom.
Wow.
You know? But when you get in the groove of it, you're like pushing. It's like tennis. You know, like you're pushing you to the next shit. And he tells you, do whatever you want to do. Say whatever you want to say. Oh, say that thing you said last time.
Right.
Oh, you know, like the riff.
Really?
Keep going. Go say it again. Do more, like, you know, like that. So you feel empowered. You know, a lot of times directors, they're like, well, you didn't say this, you didn't say that, you didn't say, and you're like, okay, well, you know,
Right.
for me, you go inwards. This dude's like, keep going.
He encouraged you. He brought it out of you.
We did one scene in Small Time Crooks. There was no dialogue. He said, we're going to go in the tunnel. There was no scene. He made it up on the spot. We're going to go in the tunnel. We'll just make up some stuff. So I was like, all right, go back to my trailer. Fuck, I'm going to improv a scene with Woody Allen. I'm like, there's no scene. I come back and go, well, what should we talk about? He goes, just when we get in there, we'll figure it out. I was like, what the fuck? You know, so we get in there and we're playing around. And I start talking about my helmet.
Yeah.
And we're in the tunnel. And he's like, keep saying that. Say the thing you said. Don't say the other thing, and then end with this thing. And we're made up a whole scene.
Wow.
So you're like, you know, you're feeling. You're talk about having your pheromones.
Yeah, your pheromones.
Fucking,
You're up there volleying with Jimmy Connors.
Your shit is like, you know, like you're on height and your adrenaline, the adrenaline rush. Like you're like your sensory is like, and you're on camera doing it with Woody. You're fucking rocking, you know.
That's such a funny bit too. I remember because you're wearing the mining helmet backwards.
Yeah.
Because the light's on the front, but you wearing it backwards
Totally made
because
up.
it looks cool.
They made that into a trailer. Like that was a trailer for the movie, like one version, and like that shit was like straight up. And only somebody that trusts you and trusts themselves can you do that. I've never had anybody where there was no scene made up.
Good comedy directing is to let the actor sort of flourish a little bit and try stuff.
You got to. You got to. Otherwise, why are you hiring comedians? Right? Like, what's the point? Like, you're handcuffing.
Right.
You know?
Did you ever talk sports with Woody Allen?
Talk Knicks. Talk Chinese food. Talk jazz music. And Knicks. And you know, and like, he would just, like, there were little things that he said about comedy, not what I was asking him, like, in his direction. Like, the other thing that he said that was really good for comedic directing in a scene was, John Lovitz, him and John Lovitz, and I think another guy were doing a scene, and we were riffing at the end. And he was like, just end the scene. You don't have to do a joke at the scene, because I hate when people think they need to have a joke to get out of the scene. Just end the scene. And I thought about that, because, you know, you're always trying to like, ba-dum-pum, ba-dum-pum, ba-dum-pum. And he was like, the scene could just end here. We don't have to keep being funny, like, you know. But he said, I hate when people do that. I thought that was interesting, that he said, like, the note was a great note, but also that he said he don't like that.
When you stifle the actor.
No, when you think just because it's a comedy, it has to end on a laugh.
Oh, just a good cut point.
Just end the scene.
Right.
The scene's over. Like,
right.
You know, if it ends on a laugh, cool, but it doesn't have to.
Right. Interesting.
And me and Lovitz, I just saw him. I hadn't seen him in a long time. He goes, "You remember that thing?" He said. I said, "Yeah, I remember."
Wow.
Because we were both like, "Oh shit, that's what," you know. Lovitz was like, "Oh yeah, that's what he says." Well, we're not going to say any lines. Okay, we'll just end the scene there, you know.
That's a real masterclass right there.
He's a motherfucker, Woody Allen.
He taught me a lot about jokes, man. He really did.
Did you see that documentary on him? That 4-hour documentary on him?
Yeah.
When he's just like pulling all those jokes. I mean, it was like, and he talks about like writing it with that fucking typewriter, and he'll just sit down and write that guy's, he's
Annie Hall, still my all-time favorite. You've worked with some great people, Rappy.
And here I am with you.
In my
Jesus
bunker
Christ.
down here. What a treat for me.
Thank you for having me.
This was really good, man. Everybody check out Atypical on Netflix, going into season 3. The podcast, I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. It's a sensational show.
Thank you.
And Ed, let's just end this with our roast in peace. This is a hard one. It's been 3 years today, this week, right?
Mm-hmm. Since we lost Prince, the greatest funk guitarist ever. Him and a couple guys from P-Funk, but man, he was the best. He was so good. And, he got everyone laid. That was his thing.
Here we go, Prince, roast in peace. It's been 3 years since Prince's death, and still we are no closer to finding out who the fuck that shrink in Beverly Hills was. Prince was such a big fan of the color purple, he turned it. Prince was so impressive, but what amazed me the most was the fact that he was a black man from Minnesota. Very rare. Prince was a huge influence on me because every time I pick up a guitar, I make doves cry.
Literally.
Trees out here.
Yeah.
Prince dying was actually helpful to the world because every terrorist knows there are no longer virgins in heaven. To the artist formerly known as Alive, to the Purple Yoda from Minnesota, to the musical genius who's responsible for the soundtrack we all lost our virginities to in the 80s, we say this: Prince, rest in purple. Thank you for listening, everybody. My emotional support humans. Life is hard, but we're getting through it together. Shout out to Michael Rapaport for being such a good sport, such a good friend, for coming to the bunker. And
now I want to make sure listeners know, like, you're not going to cut out my a cappella version of Little Red Corvette that I did, right?
If you want us to leave it, we'll leave it.
Keep it in. Don't cut it out. I want to make sure, like, I did a cappella version of Little Red.
I might have to cut it out for
Don't
rights.
fucking cut it out.
It was great.
Thank you. So it's going to wind up in the final cut of this podcast,
Absolutely.
right, Jeff?
Little Red Corvette.
No, my version.
You want to do it? You want to do another version now?
I just did it. Like, I just want to make sure it winds up in the cut.
I might have to take it out.
All right.
Say hi to the lady. Say hi to the podcast crew down there in Hollywood.
Thank you.
And good luck on the national stages. You have any gigs coming up? People can come see you?
I'm going to be in San Francisco. This is my first traveling gig where I got on a plane. I'll be in San Francisco.
It's exciting. Bubala, baby.
At Cobb's Comedy.
Great club.
Is it good?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm excited about that. I'm going to be there on I'm going to be at Cobb's Comedy Club May 18th and May 19th. And then I'm going to be in San Diego at the San Diego American Comedy Company.
Great.
On June 2nd.
Who opens for you?
I'm not
you
sure who's
figured
going
it
to
out yet?
Yeah, I got a guy here. It depends where they are, but
You got to have a good opener. You got to
trust me. I want them to be better than me. I want the expectations to be low when they get to me. No.
No, you want the crowd warmed up.
I know. Trust me. I'm not one of these fucking schnutzies who want some ass. Kill it.
You have sort of a big energy on stage. Maybe a low key kills in first or second gear opener.
Just kill it. Go out there and fucking kick their asses.
I love that.
One way or another, get it fucking going.
Wow, you sound like Woody Allen in a scene. All right, and Cameo.com. Those are so fun.
Yeah.
I know you've been making money on that. Gilbert Gottfried turned me on to Cameo. I really love it. I overcharge, so I don't get many hits, but when I do, I really enjoy it.
I enjoy it too.
You're so good at it.
It's shit talking. I just you can't go for me. I can't go too far because my voice will go.
Right.
My instrument.
Anything else, Ed?
Here we go, emotional support humans. You can catch Jeff on the road May 10th and 11th at the La Jolla Comedy Store. Go check it out. That's Jeff by himself. And there is a big old Bumping Mics tour about to happen. All new material. They're going crazy all over this damn country, a little bit in Canada. We got Memorial Day weekend, May 24th, Bethlehem, Sands Casino, where this all was born, baby. And then the 25th, you're going to be in Atlantic City, Music Box, Borgata. That one's just about sold out, so get in there fast. June 7th and 8th, 2 nights at the Mirage. Watch out for the Tigers. They bite. June 14th, Bumping Mics, Morongo Casino right outside of Palm Springs. Go see Joshua Tree the day after. Enjoy your life. June 15th, they'll be in Funner, California at the Harrah's Resort, SoCal. October 4th and 5th, Bumping Mics will be in Huntington, New York at the Paramount. 2 nights. Go check it out. Those shows are selling real fast. Hurry up and get there. And then October 20th, Winnipeg, Club Region Event Center. And then a Friday, June 21st, you can catch Jeff and the boys doing Roast Battle up at Clusterfest. That's going to be in San Francisco. Great festival put on by all the people at Comedy Central. We love you, baby. We also love you, our listeners. Give us your feedback. Tell people to listen to the show, rate and review us on iTunes, and check us out on Spotify and YouTube, baby. We're getting big. You love it. Hit up Jeff on Cameo. He'll make you a video, and then talk to us, goddammit. You just got to say hi. Tell us what you think of the show. Thick Skin with Jeff Ross at Gmail. Instagram, Thick Skin with Jeff Ross, and Thick Skin Cast. All right.
All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. Life is hard, but don't worry. We're getting through it together. See ya. Damn. I got the thick skin blues.
Thick Skin Blues.